Hello, we're back again. Against undead. Let's see, what's the guard? Nothing too extravagant here though. No tackle, but we don't really have a lot of dodge, so that should be fine. Do they have a leader? No, they're just relying on 2 rerolls. Interesting. These aren't the ones we faced recently, are they? I don't see us though. Okay. I can't take facing them again. What's their record? 851, very good. We don't have any cash. They have just a little bit. Just throwing it on a babe. Alrighty. I did buy a catcher. I was gonna go for lineman, but then I was like, hey, we're gonna have 4 dodgy linemen anyway, let's get another catcher. I mean, when you think about it, if you think about it really hard, which I did. Well, not that hard. But like, the Wood Elf catcher is not that far off what you get for a gutter runner. And everybody loves gutter runners. So why not love Wood Elf catchers? I mean, gutter runners can get mutations, sure, but you don't necessarily assume you're going to get mutations. So, yeah, I think they are. I mean, you kind of trade out that extra movement for, I mean, you get catch for starters, and you do kind of get the extra movement in a not reliable way. If you want to look at it that way. Okay, who do I want to keep on the back? Let's keep our good catcher on the back. Yeah, okay. In theory, Cedar could be useful against the ghouls, but I'm assuming they're going to protect them pretty well. Rolling with the 2 rerolls is pretty brave. He does have sure hands, sidestep on the ghoul, which is unfortunate, but to be expected. It's the age-old question, how much do they pound us compared to how much do we sink the ball off them, really? Running all of their ghouls right now, which you don't always see. Sometimes they like to keep one on the bench. But this does give them a much more mobile force to protect the ball, but it gives us something to potentially chew into, so we'll see. Oh, did we get Frenzy? Yeah, we did. Okay. That's worth remembering. This is unusual to have everybody on the front line quite like this. Okay, that's more usual. So let's see what happens. It's sweltering heat. That could be disastrous. We'll see. I mean, for this drive, it doesn't really mean anything. Oh, okay, nice. So we don't have to worry about sweltering heat because it changed before the drive started. I believe. I'll be honest, you don't get sweltering heat a whole lot, and when you do, it often just lasts the game. I'm not entirely sure how it sort of quantifies it, but I assume it's like if at the end of the drive it's been sweltering rather than... yeah. Out he goes for a little bit. out he goes for a little bit longer. Oh, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Hooray! Of course the other guy gets to hit him now. So they're just playing a numbers game. They don't necessarily need to hurt our good guys if they can take out all the rest of our team. Because there's only, you know, only so much you can do with 4 or 5 guys. Not opting to foul this guy. Guess he's gonna blitz one of these two. Okay, he's going for the catcher. He does have block and we don't, so it's a fair call. Didn't pan out, and he's not going to reroll a whole lot. Because he can't really afford to. I guess if they're not going to advance any ghouls, which I imagine they're not, we just try and hit this guy with Mighty Blow. For whatever that's worth. Yeah, he's hiding the ghouls. Because this guy is going to get progressively more of a problem. So injuring them now is not going to be so much about... It doesn't matter if we injure a lot of them, it's going to be who we injure that's important. So if we do take out all their ghouls, you know, their ball handling capabilities get a lot worse. I mean, whites can do it, but then you're using something that's better for other purposes, right? Alright, so they haven't presented us with much, so plan as stated. Very nice. Just pop them there. No dice on that. Yeah, that works. I guess we'll send a catcher around. We can bring him back if we need to. I don't want to go too far forwards because he's going to be right up here next turn. And we're just going to make a little wall here. And hide our war dancers behind it. It's not an impervious wall. It's just awkward. When you kind of look at the two teams, I don't know about you, but I'm like, how on earth did he have the extra cash to spend? I guess I think I mentioned that last time we played Undead. It's like you play Undead and you think, wow, their players must be pretty good value because they've got, I mean they're fully positioned out. Like there's nothing else they could get positionally. Plus they had 2 extra players. Plus there's a lot of skills. So whereas we're definitely not full positioned out at all. And we do have skills obviously, but not actually that many. And now I will say in fairness they only have the 2 rerolls. So I'll give them that. This would be pretty interesting if he rerolls this. Okay. When you've got 2 you really have to be careful. We could do with him rolling the odd skull here or there, truth be told. So he's got a lot of guards, so it's going to be hard touching this ghoul. That said, yeah, okay. So he's put this guy here to act as a... I could come in from the back, maybe. Yeah. I think I can touch both sides of this. I mean, we're still looking at like a 5 or 6. That doesn't affect anything. This guy going like... Okay, he didn't. Fair enough. So we could go here, and then we could go here. Or here, I should say. And then come here, dive, and have a go. I think we probably do need to make some noise here. I'm going to send this guy around because I want to keep this guy in reserve somewhat. I'm going to pop this guy here. Gonna pop this guy here. And now for the fun bit, let's see. Yeah, 1 dice. So if we do that, that's enough. Hang on. That's an extra dodge. So that, and then in. I don't think there's anything you want to do first, just in case it comes out and does something interesting. Okay. Solid. Oh, he does have sidestep, but, you know. That's okay, maybe? We can follow up to put a tackle zone on all the ghouls at least. This guy doesn't have a tackle zone. Okay, okay. This is exciting times. We should move this guy. Okay, dodging going pretty well so far. Okay, we're just trying to make it as annoying to pick this up as possible. I kind of wanted to move this guy next to the ball, but you just make it easier to chain push when you do that as well, to a degree. This is where sidestep would be really nice for us. If Spruce had a better path to where he's got to now, he could have sidestep and maybe be a real pain in the butt here. So yeah, he's having to commit quite a lot of people just back here to kind of clear some guys off of these ghouls. Now can he and will he? And will it hurt? Yeah, probably. Okay, you did not hold up. He might try and push the War Dancer onto his Mighty Blow, guys, which would be unfortunate. Not much we can do about that. If Birch had sidestep, whew, we could pop him here, we could pop him here. I don't know. I don't know, we might actually be more tempted to get him more hurt than we should. So he's kind of freed up a path to these guys now. He can put the mummy... I don't know, it's kind of awkward. It's not that he can't... Okay. So that'll be a... That's a 2 dice, right? Yeah. Oh, it worked. Why does it always work? The dramatic pause. And the stun. So what's the plan here? Is he just going to go for it on the... I mean, he has to get more guys next to this, right? He's only got 2. We picked it up on the 3+. I mean, unless he knocks this guy over, which is his intention, I'm sure. Okay, interesting. Oh, that's brave. Yeah, yeah. Okay, he can knock Hemlock over, but then he has to try and pick it up with a white, I guess. Oh, he did knock Hemlock over. I was just saying that. So, okay, pops him here. Okay. This is what normally... I feel like this is what normally happens to us when we try and bobble the ball. But that wasn't even... I don't know why he put him here. Like, I just don't know. He put him next to a guy who's completely unmarked. He could have moved this guy over, and... I mean, we still would have caught it, but, like... He could have moved these guys over in anticipation and made it much more potentially secure. So what do we have upfield? We have this guy. Okay, okay. So I think we try and remove this guy to give us one less dodge to worry about. Okay, that worked. Then we go sit on a ghoul, because that makes it awkward for them. We will... So we can get to here, so we could throw to here easily. I'm just going to get this guy up in case things go wrong here. So you can get to there. So I need you here. Yeah, that's why we got him up. Well, I'd rather it happen there, because whilst the ball is going to come loose this turn, better that they have to make it come loose than us just give it to them, right? I mean, we couldn't have done that any more safely, so it is what it is. Probably not going to use that. He's probably going to move here so he can block this guy down. So one catcher is stunned, the other is awake again, theoretically. Yeah, I'm really glad I stood Hemlock up, despite the fact that he may well suffer for it. Like, the difference between that would have been huge. I was going to leave him down and use him as a, you know, somebody to help block afterwards, but I was like, you know what? Let's protect the ball slightly. Okay, so what's the plan now? Who's going to blitz him? It's kind of awkward. I guess he could go here, and then this guy could dodge through? I mean, yeah, that didn't really... He's probably going to leave him... No, he's going to push him. Oh, is he going to... He's going to come around here. Okay. Could hit that guy first if he wants to. Okay, got up that ghoul. All he needs is a push on this guy. That's nice. We still expect Popper to go down, but he does have a War Dancer next to him. Down he goes. Ball went in a nice direction. That worked out nicely for him. Oh boy. Didn't expect that. So we're definitely blitzing with Cedar. There's nobody I really... Well, no, I should stand... Where do I want this ball to go? If I put him up here, he could get relatively safe. Nah, not necessarily. I mean, we could get this guy over to here, get this guy over to... Oh, we could actually get him over to here. Okay, let's get him here just in case. Okay, we did the first dodging thing. We failed that, so... Oh no, we failed that as well. That is so bad. And I should have come in from this angle so that I could have got another block. That is a problem. That is a big problem. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Boy, he could even go in there. Oof. Disaster. Just trying to kind of make this as awkward as possible. I guess we do have this as a release valve if we manage to get hold of the ball again. But now he's got a whole team free to sort this situation out. Which he can possibly do with some chain pushing. I haven't even really thought about the implications of the best way to get him out here. I just figured, hey, let's surround the ball, let's make it awkward. If he, like, maybe his best option is to push somebody away and then dodge backwards. Like clear Cedar. And then dodge out back into safety. But then he's going away from our end zone, which is something at least. But yeah, that lack of getting the ball free was rough. I guess maybe I could have gone out with Birch and it would have been a much more likely retrieval. Because we knock him down on a 2... Yeah, we knock him down on a 2+. I probably should have gone out with him. I didn't even think about it. But honestly, this was a, what, 3+? So, you know. No, 4+. Four plus, but 4 times. So, quite likely to work. But, you know, sometimes it doesn't. I should have gone for the sure thing. Or the relatively sure. I mean, we had the 2+ to get out in the first place. With the leap there. Okay, so what's the plan here? Is he just gonna... I got no idea what he's gonna do. Let's be honest. We do have this guy kind of tied up here, which is nice. So if he does decide to stomp this guy, which doesn't look like he's going to now. Because he could try and, like... What is he going to do? Is he going to maybe hit this guy and then dodge back in? Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. I believe that's the plan. So we moved him. He goes here to get away from tackle, and then he just dodges back. Okay, can we get a good hit on this? Not as good as we'd like, if we're being honest. No, I say that. Yeah, we can. Well, maybe we can. We'd have to kind of do similar to last time. But it's much easier to knock it free from this guy. Unfortunately, you have to go here and probably get surfed. I have to use you, I think. Here. Okay, yeah, we have the one die. That's fine. So that's just to clear the space into here. Danger here is escaping without getting surfed. I mean, aside from all the other dangers. Oh, we failed that bit. Two plus now to release this bolt. Well, that is pretty bad there. So we had a 2+2+ to release the ball there. Gotta let that go so we don't get surfed. This guy's gonna get surfed though. Most likely. I don't know if this guy will protect him enough. Beach is doing some solid work back there. Unfortunately, I freed up this guy to now... okay, I didn't expect that. I expected him to try and surf him, but it might be too awkward with these two staying around. That's where you need frenzy. Is he just going to push him and then... What's the plan here? Okay. Presume if he moves this guy back, he's definitely fouling. Yeah, he's definitely fouling. So we may be relying on a wild hemlock blitz here. Just the push on beach. Okay, that's nice. That was... The last couple of turns have been sat. I mean, I feel like we were legitimately in a good place for a... to hold on to the ball there. I mean, we have to try and nap at that, right? Well... This is one way to end the season up. So, unfortunately, Birch has gone from star player to must be kicked now. Let's see, so I could come in here. So, what are you? Oh, you're one of our catchers. You know what? Desperate times call for desperate measures. I'll stand you up. You need to get out of the way so I can get in here. So, let's pop you. I don't even know where to pop you. I'm going to pop you here. Because I could theoretically get a hit there. Show your compatriot how it's done. There you go. Learn from the best. So yeah, our plans were thwarted pretty hard there. I don't know. We seem to have a bit of a problem with undead right now. They're our disaster team. Because I'm actually like 100% happy with the way I played this half. I honestly would not change anything I've done. No, well, maybe the one thing would have been the first, where I used Cedar to blitz the guy. I'd have used War Dancer, but there was a legit call for using Cedar as well because of Mighty Blow as well, being able to maybe armor break him. Plus, he had theoretically the slightly easier route, with just 1/2+ dodge. So no, I honestly don't think I changed anything I've done. I just would, you know, roll it a bit better. I mean, if anybody notices anything that they feel I could have done better, I would be interested to know, because I tried to play that pretty tight and only commit people when I really needed to. So he has to move up a little bit now. But we have managed to exhaust our rerolls. Now I know one dice is not a sure thing, and skulls exist, but yeah, that's still like War Dancer. I mean, you don't expect to get 2 dice with War Dancers. And the way we had it kitted out, like, he didn't need that. I suppose you could say the very first one we dove in, we were lucky to get the 5 or 6. That's a pity. If he had fallen over, we could have got in there. Did he get sent off for that? I didn't even notice if he got sent off for that. No, he didn't. Okay. I was so... he got the stun there, so... we don't have a whole lot going for us here. I guess you could say we've got that. Well. Alrighty. So what are our chances of getting a draw here? How many guys down are we? 3. 2 of them are loners. And I'll now try one turner here. It's gonna be tricky though. On account of the stand firm and the strength 5. And the guard. So here's the plan. We set up for the right. Just in case. No right, but we do get to make a fantasy pass at least. Very nice. And we could block this. Oops, that's not where I meant to go. Nice. Then we get a block in here. And we're done. Alright. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I guess there's still theoretically a chance here. I think this is probably going to be our last game of the team. Partially due to time, and partially because they're just too broken there. I mean, they were already too broken, but we were like, well, at least we got a great Way Watcher. At least we got a great War Dancer. But that has come to an end as well, so there's not a whole lot to hang around for, really. Unfortunately, I mean, it's the life of a Way Watcher, it's what you expect. But I was hoping it would at least come after we had liberated the ball. Which I felt really strongly was going to happen 2 or 3 times there. So we set up a pretty sensible system here. I think I'm going to try and... Okay, never mind. I was going to try and go through the middle. Let's see. I think we just go a little bit adventurous here. Oh, I can't do that. That works. Extra rerolls for them. And let's see, so who are we going to pop over there? I guess you. Get us the old push, not what we needed at all. We'll latch him on there. See if we can pick this up, I'm sure we can. Just a gentle handoff to our war dancer friend. Nip in here. Pop just over the top here. Let's give that another go. That didn't work out too well. Yeah, at this stage, it's just a case of why not, you know? Why not give it a try? Because if we get him up here, he's unlikely to get knocked down, and then we just run it in and give them the ball. I mean, if we were halfway through the season, I'd play it a bit tighter. Truth be told, probably try and play for the draw. But the draw does nothing for us now. Good news is there are sure hands guys on the other side of the pitch. They've actually not brought many people over, surprisingly. What's the plan here? Has he blitzed yet? I don't know that he has. Oh, that's how you roll a 3. Now, unfortunately, we don't really have the capability to go in there and get this back, so I'm highly tempted to just get this over as fast as we can here. And that is what we shall do. Let's give this guy a little blitz on the way through. Alrighty. That's one way to save yourself. So I assume he's going to jump up and down on us every turn, unfortunately, to the end of the game. But I suppose we could start thinking about next season. What was I wondering about? Maybe something a bit more mid-paced. I mean, we could round out the Elf trilogy and go for High Elves. You so rarely actually meet them that we could at least provide some fun for some other players by making them show up to the tournament. What are our other options? Don't have the most of the DLC teams on here, so most of them are out of the way. Lizardmen, I suppose? That would be interesting, because I've barely played Lizardmen. Let's see what it would take for him to leave us alone here. I'm going to even put these guys up there because it's less to tempt him. See how far this guy gets. Not very. Alright, let's see if he moves down the field or if he just stays there. And I guess he can move his war carrier down the field, right? Yeah, Lizardmen would be quite interesting. Not the easiest team to play, and they're really one that I've avoided because they don't kind of suit my sensibilities, but it would be an interesting experience. I guess he's handing off to this guy? Yeah. No, this would be amusing if this goes wrong. It did not go wrong. It'd be nice if you just go ahead and get KO'd. I'm trying to move my team as far away as possible to give them the indication that, yeah, you don't need to move your entire team down the field every turn. Like, if he moves this guy down with a couple of guys, like, he's safe and he'll know if I get in a dangerous position. He could even just screen us off. So yeah, High Elves or Lizardmen would be interesting. You know, obviously I'd like to play Dark Elves, them being my my best team, but High Elves aren't too far apart from that. If you can turn a couple of their catches early on into your spare blitzers, they kind of run a lot like Dark Elves. But they tend to have a rougher start. So could go for a 2 blitzer, 2 catcher High Elf team. I think that's a reasonable team to start with. And you generally get to see a little bit more passing as well, because their thrower is actually really solid and their catches are also really solid. Okay, let's see if we can get the Sword Dancer out of here. This is not a good War Dancer. There we go. Leave us alone. Oops, I didn't need to get that extra square. See, now this is unnecessary. I get that sometimes people would do this and then come back, but it would take us 3 turns to get down here, so you'd have plenty of time to react if we did some shenanigans. I guess he probably won't move them next turn. I'm surprised he did. Oh, I guess he was gonna pass it, hand it back to him, pass it, and then score with this guy. Let's see if he tries it again. Yeah, that makes sense. So one more throw and then this guy can score. Alrighty, we did it. We managed to make him not do stuff. So a bit of a quiet end to the game there, but such is the way of things. I could have tried to eke out a draw there by playing a bit more sensibly, but knowing where we are in the season and where our team's at, I must admit, I didn't fancy it really. Loads of money though. You always get loads of money when you don't need it. Or you don't want it. So Beach is continuing. He really was pretty good. Our war dancers were a total disappointment. But that is the way of things. Alrighty, so let's head on back to... Head on back to our team screen and have a look at the team. I think we'll call that last game of the season for us. It's just a few days left now, I think. Maybe. I know the season's a bit longer on PC. So we finished with Birch broken. I guess we can check out his stats before he retires at least. Decent amount of touchdowns. Yeah. Nothing too much to write home about. He didn't shine as much as he could have, considering. But that's the way it goes sometimes. I guess to a degree they are high risk, high reward. But the agility 5 usually makes it a lot less risk. Cedar was great. Poplar never really came into need. We either seem to win games. We never seem to really need the guard that much, oddly. We had a lot of strange sort of games. Our record is not ideal, but I mean it's positive, so there is that at least. And that's pretty much the end of them, because this team is just too broken. Once you take him out, we're down to I guess 50% again. So let's have a quick look through. Could play Dwarfs would be... Oh, there's Skaven as well. Skaven would be fun. So here's what I would actually consider. I'd consider Dwarfs. Skaven, definitely would consider them. High Elves. Not Dark Elves yet. Maybe Britonia. I'm kind of waiting on playing them. We played Chaos. We've played Wood Elves. Maybe Lizardmen. Norse would be that would be interesting. If you want to see the team lose a lot more. I don't want to jump on the undead bandwagon despite having struggled with them a lot this time. Necro are always fun, but I have played a lot of them. Nurgle. Yeah, so I think probably the highest ones are Dwarf, Skaven, High Elf, Lizards, and Norse. If anyone has any input and wants to nudge me in a direction, because I really don't know yet. I'm probably going to end up playing High Elves if nobody jumps in. Probably High Elves or Skaven because they're the two agility teams, but I'd honestly happily play any of those. But yeah, thanks for watching this one, and I will catch you for the next video. Bye for now.